superstars, it's Danny with Words Are Matter. Today we are going back to the basics. This is one of the most fundamental precepts that I teach, and because it has come up consistently with my coaching clients over the past couple weeks, I figure let's do a quick video. So I've said a lot of the time that when it comes to quantum languaging, there are exceptions to most every rule. And still, with the example that we're going to go into today, I have yet to happen upon even one instance of this particular phrase that is appropriate and that is anything but deleterious sabotage. And the phrase is, I can't afford it. And so here's the thing with I can't afford it, is that it abdicates our power to some mysterious financial overlord that has authority over us. It is a combination of victim languaging, of scarcity programming, all wrapped up into one super very overused phrase. The issue with I can't afford it is that when I say I can't afford it, I'm alleging to have zero agency and zero authority over my financial life. You've often seen me go like this with my hands when I'm referencing hierarchy or when I'm referencing power struggles or relationships with our own authority that are inviting course correcting. So when I say I can't afford it, then I'm putting my finances up here and I'm putting myself below them. And I am a victim to my financial life and to all of the things that I allegedly can't afford. Here's the thing, is that it's happening on multiple levels. So first and foremost, very often when we say that we can't afford something, it's a straight up lie. If I am having dinner and I am drawn to a $20 glass of wine and I say, oh, I can't afford it, but I have $100 in my wallet, then that's a lie. I actually have enough money for my salad, my French fries, and my wine. That being said, it might not be the wisest allotment of the abundance that I actually have, right? And this is where it's really helpful for us to delineate our values and our priorities so that we can make intelligent, informed decisions with the abundance that we have. For me personally, I'm not a wine person. I'm not that into inebriation. I tend to drink liquids before my meals or at least half an hour after my meals to optimize my digestion. So given the amount of cash that I have on me and my priorities and how I'm choosing to budget, it's not going to be the wisest use of my abundance to get a glass of wine with my meal. It's not that I can't afford it, because when I say I can't afford it, I'm alleging to be in a subservient position to my finances. When I do that, I'm activating the frequencies of subservience and of victimization, as well as of scarcity, in the larger morphogenetic field, right? Remember, every single word matters. So when I'm victimizing myself to my financial life with my languaging, that victimization coding is going to spread out into all the other realms of my life and color them accordingly, which is to say, putting me in a subservient position, putting me in a lower status position to all these other aspects of my life that I'm claiming to be a victim to. So let's say I'm looking at a house in Tulum that is $2 million. And realistically, I only have 200 grand in the bank. So it wouldn't necessarily be a lie to say, I don't even want to say I can't afford it, but there is truth to the idea that I don't actually have the amount of dollars that it would cost for me to purchase this house, right? Still, when I say I can't afford it, I'm pushing abundance away. I am inviting the universe to configure in such a way that I remain a victim to the dollars that I have, to the dollars that I don't yet have, to my financial life as a whole. So even in an instance where there's a perceived breakdown between how much something costs and the dollars I can legitimately lay claim to, it's still not going to serve me to say I can't afford it, because that statement is attuning me to the frequencies of victimization as well as scarcity. It's going to direct reality to configure in such a way that there is a consistent lack of funding when it comes to these larger purchases that I am setting my sights on. And so it's going to be smarter and more effective for me to say, I'm still in the process of magnetizing the resources to buy this house. I'm excited to amass the resources to buy this house. I am welcoming an influx of resources that will support me in buying this house, right? We want to use languaging that doesn't keep the resources at bay, as in I can't afford it, which is definitive scarcity. We want to language the resources in motion in such a way that they're moving towards us. So I'm inviting, I'm welcoming, I'm magnetizing, right? Instead of directing the universe to keep those finances far, far away from me by configuring to scarcity to affirm the allegation that I can't afford it, I want to use languaging that affirms my abundance. So even if I'm not clear as to where the resources are going to come from, I'm availing myself to them. I'm welcoming them. I am receiving any and all support the universe is excited to send me, such that I can buy this house by the end of the year, right? Do you see the difference in those directives? And yes, there is a little bit of, I wouldn't say it's like faking it till we make it. It's just being creative with languaging and remembering that all of the finances that we have now are a result of actions and circumstances that happened in the past. So when it comes to how we're languaging our abundance, we want to keep doors to abundance and income streams and flows of currency open. We want to always welcome them in instead of closing doors based on illusions of lack in the present moment. Remember, time isn't linear. So as I connect to these larger dreams in the present moment, it's because on some dimensional level, I'm living in this house. I'm driving this car. I'm already sweating in the sun. I'm already floating in the hot tub. These already exist. So the gist is to use languaging that opens up these possibilities, that allows the universe to help us collapse any perceived distances between these dreams and our present moment realities, instead of shutting those doors because we're not currently seeing the resources from our present moment positioning. So all of this is to say, I am encouraging you and me and all of us to ditch the phrase, I can't afford it, which closes the door on abundance, attunes us to frequency bands of scarcity and victim consciousness, and places us in a subservient position to our finances, and to instead use languaging that will open us up to the abundance that is our birthright, that we are experiencing on these other dimensional levels. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for remembering that every word matters, that you are omniscopic amazingness. Have a rockin' day.